Steuben said you worked for Colson.
Steuben's crazy. I never worked for Colson.
That's what he said.
I worked for an assistant. Colson was really big on secrets anyway. Even if I had worked for him, I wouldn't know anything.
Did you know Howard Hunt? Didn't he work in the office?
I knew Howard.
Nice.
He's a nice person. He's secretive. He's secretive, but a decent man.
Do you have any idea what he did?
Well, the White House said he was doing some investigative work.
What do you say?
He was doing investigative work.
On what?
Different things.
Like what?
She warned me.
I'm not going to take my book. I'm just asking you.
Well, the scuttlebutt for a while was that he was investigating Kennedy.
Why?
The White House is real paranoid about Teddy Kennedy. I remember seeing a book about Chappaquiddick on his desk, and he was always getting material out of the White House Library and the Library of Congress and anything he could find.
White House Library.
Hi, this is Bernstein of the Washington Post, and I was just wondering if you can remember any books that a Howard Hunt checked out on Senator Kennedy.
Howard Hunt?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. I think I do remember.
Uh-huh.
He took out a whole lot of material. Why don't you hold on and I'll see?
I sure will. Thank you very much.
Mr. Bernstein?
Yes, ma'am.
I was wrong.
I beg your pardon?
The truth is I don't have a card that says Mr. Hunt took any material.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember getting material for... I do remember getting material for somebody, but it wasn't for Mr. Hunt.
All right.
The truth is I didn't have any requests at all for Mr. Hunt.
Oh.
The truth is I don't know any Mr. Hunt.
I was just wondering if you have any books checked out. Hello.
Yes, we're checking into that information now. We'd just like to find out just what it was that Hunt did when he worked out as a White House consultant on the Pentagon Papers. Yes, I would appreciate that if you could. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Just got off the phone with the White House Librarian. You want to look at the notes on it?
Oh, this is some stuff in the Eisenhower campaign in 1952 that Hunt was connected with. Did you call the White House Communications office?
No, I just got off the phone with the librarian. 524-743.
I know that number.
Between the first and second quote, there is a complete contradiction. There's a space of about 5 seconds. My feeling
Was
is
this all one conversation?
Mr. Clawson's office.
This is Bob Woodward of the Washington Post. Could I talk to Mr. Clawson, please?
1 moment, please.
Thank you.
When she came back on the phone, she just said she didn't even know
Mr.
me.
Clawson, this is Bob Woodward. Carl Bernstein of the Washington Post had a conversation with the White House librarian on some books that Mr. Howard Hunt took out on Senator Edward Kennedy. She first said that Howard Hunt had taken out books on Senator Kennedy, and then she denied even knowing who he was. I was wondering if you'd like to comment on this confusion.
Listen, let me call you back on this matter. I'm going to check on it for
Fine, thank you. Bye.
Call back?
Yes, this was all one conversation?
Yeah. He says, first of all, I think I got a bunch of books on Hunt. She comes back 5 seconds later. She says, I don't even know a Mr. Hunt, and it's obvious that someone got
That's
to
not enough proof. I mean, if there was just a piece of paper that said that Hunt was taking out books on Kennedy and Chappaquiddick, like a, I don't know, library.
Hunt also took out books from the Library of Congress, but what's more important is that somebody got to her in that space of
How do you
5.
know somebody got to her?
Because she said that Hunt had a lot, there was a lot of books that Hunt checked out. And then she comes back and says, I don't even know Woodward.
Mr. Woodward, Ken Clawson calling back. I've just talked with the librarian.
Yes, sir?
She denies that the conversation with Mr. Bernstein ever took place, and she
I'm
said
sorry.
She referred
Excuse
him to
me,
the
sir. I'm
press
sorry. You say
secretary.
she denies even knowing about the conversation taking place?
That's right. She said someone did call her asking about Mr. Hunt, but all she did was refer him to the press office, and she denies that any other
Total
conversation took place. I hope that's been of some help to you.
Thank you. Got to get something on paper.
Library of Congress. Mona, could you take any calls for me? Sure. Hold my note. If I get any calls. I don't know when.
You want all the material requested by the White House? All White House transactions are confidential. Thank you very much, John.
You need a sympathetic face. We're not going to find one here.
You want every request since when?
When did he start?
July of '71.
I imagine the whole last year.
I'm not sure you want them, but I got them.
Pull the cards.
Maybe they changed the names.
There's been a card there and we missed it.
Hey, wait a minute. I met a White House aide once at a social occasion.
So?
He might confirm. Do we need WH and White House?
He's not in the
same
second paragraph
I don't
either.
think we do. Just White
No.
House would be enough.
White House.
Just use White House. Forget the WH.
No, but I want to know about Colson. What was his job at the White House?
Special consultant to the president.
Oh, look, I gotta say it.
These notes on the White House Librarian, are they accurate? On the White House Librarian, the notes, are they accurate?
Yeah, but I want a new page. Yeah? Look, I'll have a reporter at the top.
Let's take it and show it to Howie Simon.
Hey, we gotta start moving on this now. Come on, now.
Mr. Bentley, get the artwork on that right corner piece.
Okay, let's have it.
Yeah, here you are, Ben. Good, solid piece of American journalism that the New York Times doesn't.
You haven't got it. Librarian and secretary say Hunt looked at a book. That's not good enough.
White House aide told me that Hunt was investigating Kennedy.
Who was it?
Who was it? You want the name, you mean?
No, no. How senior? How high up?
I don't know titles.
So a special interest in, we said the White House was investigating Kennedy.
Showed a special interest in.
Jesus, the story's stronger than that. We got a White House librarian who said that Hunt checked out a whole lot of books. We got a secretary in Colson's office that Hunt was sitting
All
at
right,
the desk.
Carl. Ben, that's a page one story.
Stick it inside someplace.
This is a goddamn important story.
Get some harder information next time.